Stands for a damn good time.
That it does.
Yeah. We hope you're ready to have a damn good time.
We back.
I know I'm ready to have a damn good time.
We back.
Feels like it's been forever since I've had a damn good time. Nice fat bass for you.
Bump it.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Steve Schaefer.
I'm Cody Adams.
And this is a Damn Good Time podcast.
Hit him with it.
That echo, baby. What are you, in a cave?
Got tricks.
Yeah. That's right. We're back. We made it back. We took a week off.
Took a little week off.
We'll talk about that. We'll get into some of that action, but we're back in the studio. I know the last episode we were doing it via the internet.
Virtual reality.
Virtual reality. But yeah, we're back in the studio. We got some stuff to talk about. Nothing too crazy, but we'll fill you in on all the things that we've done.
Shenanigans.
All the shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
All the good and the bad times that have happened over the last week. But mainly good. I got some fun stories from
kind of couple weeks in a way.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because even last episode was a little more of a short kind of.
Yeah, and we did it earlier in the week than we normally do. So.
But yeah, that's what you got to look forward to this episode. So hopefully you stick around and have yourselves a damn good time with us.
I hope you enjoyed that bass right there.
Yeah, I kind of want to go play this song on my stereo and see what them subs be doing to that bass. Yeah, because I know in the headphones it got a little deeper. I don't know if it'll register on whatever platform or speakers you're listening to on right now. I don't know if that real low shit will hit, but it had some lows in there.
Hopefully it did.
Yeah,
hopefully you're in a weird spot and you didn't want it to hit, and it did hit.
Yeah.
Got him.
And all of a sudden you got it sounds like a bag of tin cans coming from your trunk, you know.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's all outside noise. Fuck those people listening outside. I don't put Dynamat or any shit in my cars whenever I build systems. It's all about me. I want to make sure I hear it good, and then everybody else can listen to the rattling of my trunk and shit.
Exactly.
Fuck those people.
I don't care about you.
Yeah, I don't care about you.
Mm-hmm. You should get in the car. Get in the car. Come hang out.
Yeah, come for a ride. Come along for a ride.
Bump a little bit.
Yeah. Actually, I say that. I try to act hard, but I definitely do turn my radio down whenever I get in my little neighborhood.
Right. You don't want to disrespect the neighbors,
Get them all pissed off and stuff.
This guy's like 40.
Look at this old asshole in his shitbox little Civic.
Just bumping.
Trying to act cool. We get it, you thug. Fucking douchebag. That's me, the douchebag. But so what's up, man? How's your week or two been?
Good. So after we recorded last week, I had a wedding up in the state up north.
We won't say the name. It sucks.
It looks like a glove. If you're not from Ohio, then you might not get it. But
yeah.
So I went up there, hung out with the in-laws, played 18 holes of frisbee golf on Friday.
Nice.
Which is fun with the brother-in-law and father-in-law. And then Saturday, we drove up to Gaylord, which is in the northern state up north. And so we had the wedding on Saturday. And then Saturday morning, woke up and played 18 holes of golf.
Yeah.
With my brother-in-law and his cousin and Brad, who we talk about from his podcast, Bunker Boys.
Yeah.
Me and him got the golf for... I think it was our first time golfing together.
Oh, yeah?
I think so, yeah. I'm trying to remember real quick. Yep.
Yeah.
Up at Treetops, and that was like the golf course my wife grew up on. Basically, the resort she grew up on, doing in the winter it'd be skiing and snowboarding, and she'd be an instructor for kids and stuff like that. And then summertime hits, you switch her to golfing.
Yeah.
Big golf resort up there. So yeah, it was fun. It was a tough course, but it was a lot of fun to play.
Yeah.
because I had broken my ribs and they're pretty well healed up now. But I was still like, I'm going to take it easy. I'm going to back off my swing a little bit and not try to hit it like a maniac like I try to do. And I played way better golf.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no doubt in my mind about that one.
Yeah.
I don't want to say I told you so, but I definitely told you so.
Everybody's told me so, pretty much.
Well,
everybody I've golfed was like, just slow down.
Yeah, and I think that's one of those things too. Is like a lot of times when you're out, and we probably already talked about this, but it's hard to change your swing whenever it's what you're already comfortable doing. Mm-hmm. But it isn't that hard to just let the just tone it down. Just tone it down, and that's the only thing I was trying to tell you to do. Is just.
But I want to be Tiger Woods. Yeah. But I'm not. So obviously.
Well, and a lot of those the long drive people, like they know their swing mechanics. They've done it so many times that they can put a little more on there and be a little more accurate. But even a lot of times those guys aren't that fucking accurate.
Right.
You know, the accurate golfers are the ones that don't crush it 300 yards. You know, even those guys that crush it 350 fucking they're usually off in the rough. They're not playing from the fairway a lot. But they are really good at getting out of the rough and onto the green then too. You know, so yeah, it is one of those kind of you want to smash it, but it never really helps. You know,
and somebody like Tiger Woods is just a maniac and he golfed his entire life. So you like you say, he knows his swing. But even if you watch him, like the coming back and forward, I'd come back slow, but then I'd try to just like come forward as fast as possible. It's like they don't do that. Their speed accelerates when they're down. Like getting close, and then it accelerates to hit the ball, and it's like, okay, so I was just accelerating too fast.
Yeah, and there's a lot with how your wrist breaks, like where it actually breaks and shit.
I wouldn't say I played great, but I was happy with it. You know,
but you were better.
Yeah, I mean, there was no birdies, even though I was on the green in 2 and a couple par 4s, and I was super excited. There was still no birdies. I don't even know if I got a par. It was like a true par. I probably still triple putted it in, but it was fun. It was a good time. And then the wedding, Tim, Steph's cousin, my wife's cousin, who's a good friend of mine. We went to his sister's wedding, and we brought the babies, and everybody loved seeing them, and it was a lot of fun too. So we did that and hung out there Sunday, and then we drove back on Monday. Yeah, so. It's a long drive. A lot of driving. That's all I do is drive, so it's fine. Whatever. But
how the babies handle that drive?
Super good.
Oh, that's awesome.
Well, the way up, Steph didn't take them. She left the week before, and she didn't take them till a little later in the evening. Yeah. So like we fed them, gave them their bottles, popped them in the car. And 8:30, they're asleep anyways. Normally at night. Yeah. So they just slept like almost the entire way. I think one of them woke up once, so. Easy. Right. And then the way back down, they would sleep. One of them wake up, whatever, blah, 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 and just sit back there and, and talk. Right. And we did stop twice, I think. Mainly because I needed to stop and she needed to stop. And yeah, they were fine. So
that's awesome.
They're good in the car. They love the car.
Yeah, yeah.
Puts them to sleep normally. So
that's dope.
Yeah, so no issues there, luckily, thankfully.
Hell yeah.
And then last week was just kind of routine week, you know, work and come home. You work, you come home, you feed the babies, you feed yourselves, you go to bed.
Yeah. Like lather, rinse,
by
repeat.
the time all that's done, it's like,
same shit over and over again.
I got to mow the grass. I'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah. Fuck that. We're doing it tomorrow.
Yeah. We did go boating on the weekend a little bit. Yeah. That was fun. And nothing else real crazy. Yeah. You know, just pretty chill.
That's cool.
After you have a weekend like that where you're gone all weekend, you just want a week where it's like, let's just chill at home and be vegetables.
Let's
and like, I think down. Even like, we were on lake on Saturday. I don't think we did much on Friday. We went on lake on Saturday, and then Sunday we like didn't leave the couches, just played with the babies and watched movies and didn't really move too much.
Right. Caught up on some ass time. I just said catched up. That's so fucking. What am I, hillbilly?
You catching up?
Catched up.
Catched up. You catching up?
Caught up.
You catch you some catfish this weekend?
I spent 6 days in jail, and I'm starting to act like those goddamn hooligans.
Yes, tell us about that, Steve. Tell us about your 6 days in jail.
It was fucking terrible. I hated it. And then, so the thing that surprised me the most is that I got put with medium and maximum security inmates.
Yes.
Because I guess they had some overflow problems and some too many people.
Right.
Too many derelicts. That's the word I was looking for. And so I got in with like some real winners. The people that are probably going to be in and out of the system their entire life. So that was kind of scary, but it was cool though too because I got my own cell. Like we had to lock down every night. Got my own little 8x10 cell, and then we had like a common area which is really no bigger than like this spot right here that you see behind us. And but then I had to watch like what they were watching on TV, and it was all like fucking MTV's Catfish is actually kind of a funny show. But then like I don't know, just weird, stupid dramas that are just so fucking dumb, just so dumb. Like I don't know. It was like BET and TNT, you know, like that's all we ever really watched. And I fucking hated it. Like I just want to watch some replays of fucking Office or Seinfeld on Comedy Central. Just hook that up for the week. I'll be good.
Were they like, though, they were so into those dramas that like, so that way when it was over, they could just sit around and talk about it and be like, I can't believe that.
No, no, the dumb thing is that they all talked during fucking everything that was going on. All the TV was on and I'm sitting there trying to zone out and just watch TV and they're all fucking talking about like, cause their big thing was wondering who they all knew and who was locked up and so this and so. They're so caught up in the fucking, in the street drama that it was so goddamn annoying. Like just talking about what they're going to do when they get out. Yeah, man, I could fucking go sling on this corner, go to this neighborhood. It's so dry up there, man. I can make bands when I get out. Like, you're just gonna fucking come back here with that attitude. You know, you're never gonna get out of this fucking place.
Like what corner was that? Hang on one second. Hey, guard, you want to let me out right now? I'll get you some good info.
Yeah. Or actually, what I was thinking was like, I should get these guys' numbers. So if I never know they're slinging in this area, but like, if you hear of a Henry or a Parker Schaefer, you know, like. Fucking let me know, so that way I can kick your ass.
We got years before we got to worry about that. Yeah. I think. I don't know.
Well, the one fucking kid started smoking crack when he was 13. That's fucking 2 years away for Hank.
Yeah, well, I don't think his parents were probably all stars.
No,
either.
Probably not. But I kind of feel bad because he was 18 and he was locked up in there, and he had fucking. You could tell he had some mental health issues, but it probably doesn't help that he was doing drugs at such an early age.
Yeah.
But it was kind of cool though because he got some pills prescribed to him to help stabilize his mood or some shit. And so the one night he cheeked his meds and then split them up with all the other 5 guys that were in there. And then they all slept till like 4 o'clock the next day. So I was like, fuck yeah, this is cool, man. Like they were all asleep. I was watching whatever I wanted to watch on TV, doing my push-ups and shit. You know, like it was so quiet and so nice. And then that day too, though, we got commissary and they got their fucking coffee. And so it's freeze-dried coffee, right? And it's like, and it says on the thing like 1 teaspoon per cup. And they were sitting there dumping like a full cup into a water bottle and shaking it up. And then they'd just be not shutting up the entire fucking time and then stay up all night, knocking on walls, chirping back and forth. I'm like, motherfucker, you guys are... I'm sorry, that word's probably insensitive. I shouldn't have used that word. Yeah. But you guys are stupid. There we go. Yeah. Fucking stupid. I hated it. But and then... the one fun story that I got was first day in there, this one dude comes to me. He's like, hey, man, do you know how to write? Like read and write real well? I'm like, yeah, I guess, kind of. You know, like I suck at spelling. I was lying because I didn't want to get roped in because I felt like they were always scheming on me, you know? And then the one dude was like, because I've been working on my summer tan pretty well. And I always wear a watch. And the one dude's like, he's got a tan line where his watch is. Of course he knows how to read. I'm like, what is that? Is that a banker? Yeah. Is that a sign of higher intelligence? You got a fucking tan line? Well, I guess maybe they sell their watches for crack, so they don't need. Yeah,
I'd say maybe if you had like a monocle ring around your eye or something, but I don't know. Whatever.
But yeah, so apparently I knew how to write well because I had a tan line where my watch was. But so this guy, he's got me writing this letter for him, and it's like a full page of 2 pages, front and back on one piece of paper, going on and writing to his girl. And the first thing he's like, okay, how do you want me to start? He's like, baby girl, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I'm not writing that. I'm like, what's her name? He's like, Jessica. I'm like, dear Jessica. I'm like, I'm not writing fucking baby girl. I don't care. not doing that. Not going to fucking do that. And he's going on about how, like, I love you. I hope you wait for me when I get out. I just got to do some time to find myself, blah, blah, blah. I can change. And, like, you're not going to fucking change, dude. Like,
you should have wrote that whole thing. Destroyed everything.
Yeah.
She's already going to know he didn't write it.
Yeah, obviously. But the best part is I get this whole thing done about how he loves her so much and he hopes she waits, blah, blah, blah. So I get the envelope then and I put the address on it, which he had wrote down on a scrap piece of paper because obviously he doesn't know it and he doesn't know how to spell it. Shit. So I was like, okay. So I write the address down. I'm like, okay, so her name's Jessica. What's her last name? He's like, I don't know. Like, I don't think that's true love, bro. Like, I don't think that's love. I'm no fucking marriage counselor or relationship counselor by any means, you know.
You just put Alba on. Jessica Alba.
Or Jessica Doe. Like, you know, like you don't know her last name. Don't know her last name. So I should have just at that point addressed it to Baby Girl, you know, or Jessica Baby Girl. Maybe that was her last name.
Baby Girl. Probably.
Or maybe it's like, you know.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, you know, something kind of foreign flair. It was spelled weird and he just thought it said Baby Girl. It was like Baby Grillet, you know, like.
Do you think they were probably a little busy in the normal area, but they took a look at you and they're like, well, "This guy's big. We could put him in mid max."
I was kind of thinking that too, because from everything that was described to me in the more minimum security area, you don't have your own cell, you don't have privacy. You're kind of sleeping in a big room with a bunch of beds and shit.
Yeah, 100%.
So I'm wondering if they were like, you know what, let's give this guy a break. Let's get him. You know, he's only got 6 days. He's not a major, you know, crime guy. Like, let's just fucking get him in and get him out. Let's give him some privacy with his own cell. I'm wondering if that's the case to the guards at Tuscarawas County jail. Thank you for doing that for me.
And all these crackheads are going to be afraid of him because he's too big, so we don't have to worry about him in there.
Right. Yeah, so nobody fucked with me. I think my size helps with that a lot. But it was just, like I said, it was exhausting because I felt like they were constantly trying to scheme on me and shit. And like, for those that don't know, you're only allowed to wear certain personal items. You get white T-shirts, white underpants, and white socks. Mm-hmm. That's all you're allowed to personally bring in clothing-wise. And of course, if you get hit on the streets, if you get arrested on the streets, you don't have time. They're not going to let you go home and pack that shit up.
Right.
So those guys didn't have any of their own whites. So they kept like, what are you doing with your whites? Can I have your shirt? You got any extra shirts? I'm like, fuck no, you can't. Like, this is my shirt. I'm like, this is my shirt. I'm like, the only thing I don't wear on the outside that I have is like these, because I like the spandex underpants, not the full, like the boxers. So I had these boxer fluffy ones, you know, not spandexy. And like, the only thing I'm not going to wear when I get out is those drawers. You want my drawers? And they're like, fuck no. I'm like, actually, they're really clean, you know? Yeah. Like, they'll probably do you well, but still.
Yeah. Smell them. They're washed.
Yeah. Yeah, I do laundry, dude. Like, obviously, I have a tan line where my watch is at. So.
We should pre-preface all of this because I don't think you said this. It was for a DUI. That's why he was doing this, in case you're just jumping in this episode and you're like, why is this guy doing 6 days in jail? It was DUI for my birthday celebration.
Yeah. Got hit back on March 27th.
Yeah. In a weird spot, too, man.
Yeah.
Never thought. For brighting a cop.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's not like I hit Sarah or anything, and that's why I was locked up. Yeah. If you're just tuning in, you haven't caught any of the previous episodes. It was for DUI, nonviolent charge. It was a dumb charge, I will admit. I never should have done it. Any of that, all that bullshit. I will say the thing I've learned the most, because like they try to scare you with like, well, that's dangerous. What if you would have killed somebody? Like my biggest thing now is like, what if I ever have to go back to prison? That's why I'm never gonna fucking do it again. Yeah. You know, the safety thing, and you know that could have a dead body on your conscience, but no, I'm a changed man because I have spent 6 days in there, and I never want to go back. It was terrible.
I did mine back when I was 22, so that's boring off now.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding. Yeah. No, it's terrible. I did mine 3 and 3 though. 3 days in the county where you were.
Yeah,
in the common pop, and it was terrible because like I said, I might have mentioned before, but it was just there's just like 12 dudes in a room sleeping on rubber mats, just farting and burping and talking in their sleep and snoring like chainsaws.
Yeah.
So I stayed up most of the night playing solitaire by myself while they all slept, and then I'd just reverse roll. So I'd wake up to eat. Somebody would wake me up to eat. That's about it. And then I did 3 days in the actual police station, and that was like a wonderland.
Yeah.
The actual police station's a wonderland.
Yeah.
You go to the police station, you get your own cell, bathroom. Everybody gets their allotted shower time.
Yeah.
And then they have the room, like I said, like this, kind of maybe a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
Which is like the lunch cafeteria style tables on it. You got board games sitting out there. You can play board games. TV's up there. But I never really left my cell and even hung out with anybody. I was like, I'm just going to sit in here and read books.
Yeah, I fell on because every other week they had the library come through and you could check out books, and my stay fell after the books already came through, so I had to borrow one fucking murder mystery book from a guy, and it was this shitty, terrible novel. I forget what the fuck it was even called, but it helped me pass the time a little bit. But then I needed something, so I watched the TV but listened to a bunch of crackheads talk. So it was stupid. They were like, "Oh, fucking, I forget what movie it was on." I'm like, yeah, I've never seen this. And I'm like, "Oh man, you gotta watch this shit. This is awesome." And then they just just talk the whole fucking time. Like, oh, so glad I'm checking out this movie. That's awesome that you said. Like, thanks guys. Like,
I just slept my ass off and
yeah,
I just tried to sleep most of the time.
I even had this one little fucking meth head dude. He was mush mouth. He had most of his teeth all rotten away and shit. But he had a cool swastika tattooed on his chest.
Oh, nice.
You know, and like, and I wasn't fucking with anybody too much because my biggest fear was not so much that I was gonna get hit or anything, but if I did get hit, what if the guards came through and were like, you were both fighting, so you both get time.
Yeah.
So I just played it cool. I didn't talk shit, but then finally last day I started to talk shit. So I was like, we were out at rec and shooting basketball around and shit. And the dude took off his little slide flip flops that they give you, and he had another swastika tattooed on his foot. And I'm like, man, you must really love swastikas, don't you? And he's like, well, I just got 2. And I'm like, yeah, but still, just even get 1 on you. That's pretty bold. Like, do you just not like the Jews? He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, the Nazis, they didn't like Jewish people. That was their sign. And then the other guy's like, no, he just doesn't like the N-words. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh, man.
And there was a black dude locked up with us. It's like, God, how are you guys not getting fucking stabbed right now? Like, I don't know. Just dirt people. I don't understand dirt people. Yeah. And I got to spend a lot of quality time with them, and I hated it. But I got to see our tax dollars at work. That was kind of cool. I feel like it was more like a summer camp that I already paid for because my tax dollars went to that.
Finally putting my tax dollars work.
Yeah. I wanted to kind of poke at him and be like, you know what, guys? I'm the only one that actually paid for this fucking shit. Like, quit bitching about the food. If anything, I'm going to start voting because I can still vote. Y'all can't. I'm going to start voting for less money for y'all motherfuckers up in here.
You should be eating oatmeal every day.
Yeah, just nothing but oatmeal.
No seasoning in it. Whatsoever. Just protein powder.
I did have to break my diet. I gained 3 pounds in jail because I was eating carbs. But I did still try. I tried to do some push-ups and shit. I did about 200 push-ups a day. But I do them in sets of 20, so kind of help pass the time and shit. But I gained 3 pounds, so I'm getting all fat and stuff. But I lost it right back.
You're still looking good.
No, thanks.
Like to every episode, looking good.
Still losing the weight. And actually at work, they started this thing, just like this healthy incentive thing where in the next 9 weeks, if you lose 5% of your body fat, they just give you a $50 gift card. You don't even have to put money in. It's not like a bet or really a big competition. It's just, hey, man, you lose. For me, it's 12 pounds. If I lose 12 pounds, I get a $50 gift card. I'm like, oh, that's fucking easy. I'm planning on doing that anyway. So.
Yeah, just don't drink any water.
Yeah. Well, the one dude I work with, Mikey, he's only like 120 pounds, or whatever. And he's like, hey, I only got to lose 7 pounds. I'm like, dude, you could sweat that out in like 2 days. You didn't sign up for this? He's like, nah, I don't want to lose weight. I'm like, God, that's $50, bro. I don't even care if you want to lose weight or not. You get $50 just by fucking putting on some sweatpants and doing jumping jacks in the shower. Jerk off real quick. You'll sweat that out in no time, It's easy money. And he didn't want to do it, so whatever. But I don't even know where I was going with that. Oh, yeah, weight gain, weight loss, all that fun shit.
Yeah.
Prison sucked. Well, I keep calling it prison, but jail sucked.
Yeah.
Everything's just hard in there. You got stainless steel benches and...
It's not comfortable.
No, man. It wasn't comfortable at all. And the lights are fluorescent, and they're always on. Even at night, they just dim them.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to sleep with like a big fucking fluorescent light in my face and shit. Like I didn't even know how to handle myself when I got home. Like just the lights felt weird and I felt like I was doing something wrong. It's psychologically, it breaks you the fuck down like hard. Like
yeah, and see, and that's my problem with a lot of that stuff. It's like, well, yeah, they're gonna come back because there's no like rehabilitation
right
type centered stuff in there. It's just, hey, no, you're in here. It sucks. Yeah, of course it sucks. It's boring.
Right.
You don't get to do what you want to do. You're locked up.
Yeah.
But maybe we could tweak it to be like a little more rehabilitating. But I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's more tax dollars, so we probably got to pay to do that. So
yeah, I will say though, the one dude was a big drug dealer from the Akron area, and he always talked about all the bands that he made and like how good he was, and he's like, "Come down here, man, you clean up. This place is so dry." I'm like, "Well, that's good,
Yeah,
awesome. I'm glad that it's dry." He's like, "But it's still out there, these crackheads. They all fiend and they get that fetty and they all dying and shit, and then." And then the county is all fucked down here. They're all crooked. All they want to do is put you away. And I'm like, good. So at least in Tuscarawas County, they're fighting the good fight, keeping it somewhat dry and not showing no remorse or any remorse whenever they're fucking locking them up. So that's go us.
Yeah, no, you're slinging drugs. Bye bye.
Yeah, yeah. And then like I did kind of feel bad for him though. It was his birthday on one day, and like now they don't do physical visits. It's all through like a whatever their version of Microsoft Teams or Zoom or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's through the prison system. And his baby mama, one of his baby mamas, signed up to do a video chat with him for his birthday, and then she skipped out on it. So he didn't even, I gave him a little chocolate bar that I got from commissary, like, happy birthday, man. So like the only birthday he got was from me. Like, the only present he got was from me that
guy
day.
named Steve gave me chocolate bar.
Oh, I told him though that my street name was Skid Mark Steve, so they were all calling me Skid Mark Steve by the end of my stay. And they're like, hopefully we'll never see you back in here, man. I'm like, yeah, I don't plan on coming back. I'll probably never see you guys again. But just, tell them, because I had like a bunch of chips and like candy and shit left over from commissary. I gave them all. And I gave them like my toilet paper and my toothpaste because that's like worth money in there, I guess, or something. And so I was like, just let them all know that when I came in here, I ran this bitch, And they're like, yeah, man, Skid Mark Steve's hard.
Hey, you never know. Maybe one day in the future, you're going to actually get an offender bender and somebody's going to come out with a gun and be like, wait a minute. Skid Mark Steve? Is that Skid Mark Steve?
Yeah, man, I'm Skid Mark Steve.
Oh, shit, bro. No, don't worry about it.
You were nice to my dude in the fucking joint, man. That's cool. Like, all right. Thanks, bro.
It's like Training Day.
Yeah. Never seen that.
You've never watched Training Day?
Never seen Training Day.
Well, I don't want to spoil it for you now, but there's...
You can spoil it.
All right, okay. The one cop ends up helping out this girl in a park or whatever. Like some guys are attacking her, and he saves her.
Yeah,
he gets a shit beat out of him for it, but he saves her. And then he's gonna get killed. And somehow she dropped a picture of herself or something like whatever, and he had it in his wallet for whatever reason. And these guys are about to kill him, and they're going to his wallet. And they find the picture. He's like, "Why you got this picture?" And he's like, "Because she was in the park getting attacked, and I saved her." And then he's like, "All right, we're gonna let you go," and they let him go, and then he goes on a rampage to finish off Denzel Washington in the movie. So
gotcha. But they let him off because like, oh yeah,
because he saved his cousin or niece or whatever it was. So
since I wrote a letter for baby girl, you might get
a pass.
I got some street cred. Yeah, because I gave him my commissary and wrote a letter.
Your training day.
Yeah,
it's getting trained.
Yeah, I almost saw one fight, which would have been. I wish it would have broken into a fight. Like, yeah, the real jail experience. I got to see a fight. But they just got mad at each other and took their shirts off, and then the guards came in and broke it up. I was like, oh, let them go. Come on.
Let them get a couple in.
Yeah. And then of course, after that, the one guy was supposed to be a max, and they took him to max then. And then the other guy that got to stay behind, he was like, yeah, man, I was lucky you guys came in. I was going to fuck him up. And I'm like, you little bitch pussy, you weren't going to do shit. You just talk, you just chirp, 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 and you weren't going to do shit. But once again, I was afraid if I got hit, I would have got more time. So I didn't say shit.
Yeah.
I wanted to poke and prod and instigate. I wanted to see a fight.
I get it, but no.
Get that true jail experience.
Like you say, you don't want more time.
No, I did not want to be in there any second longer than I had to be. Like even the last night, like I kept checking as it was coming because the way they had me sentenced in was when I checked in was the exact same time I checked out, exactly 6 24-hour periods away. So like hey, I was in at 12:30 on the first day, so I get out 12:30 on my at midnight, 0:30 on my last day. And like yep. And so whenever they came to like unlock my cell and get me out, I already had like my blankets all folded and shit, like all my stuff in a pile. And he's like, "Damn, dude, you ready?" I'm like, "Yeah, fuck yeah, get me out of here." I did. I got my shit back. I did my Wordle because I broke my fucking Wordle streak. I had 6 days of zeros on there. So I even asked the guard, I'm like, "Hey, man, did you happen to break out my phone, do the Wordle for me? I had hell of a streak going." He's like, "No, I think you lost that one." So, but I'm back at it again.
Yeah.
I think that first day back, I had like a 2 first. So, back on the Wordle wagon.
Had a 0. So
yeah. And then I had a 0 2 days after.
Or no, was it? It's not 0 because you just didn't get it. So
it's an X out of 6. Yeah.
There's been some hard ones on there.
Yeah.
If you play that Wordle.
Yeah. Yeah. If you don't know what Wordle is, go to NewYorkTimes.com.
We have a chat group with me and my wife and Tyler and our buddy Derek
and Kecky.
You've all seen on the podcast. If you're a regular viewer, listener.
Yeah. If you don't know them, go watch some old episodes.
Yeah.
Play catch up.
If you're just coming in, it's fine. Just keep coming.
Play catch up. Play catch up. You'll know who we're talking about.
But yeah, some tough ones anyways. But
yeah.
All right. So yeah, that's a jail experience there.
It was stupid. I hated it. Mm-hmm. Food actually wasn't that bad.
Nah, that's what they give the hospital. So
yeah. Really, but I mean, if you're on keto diet, you're fucked.
Oh yeah.
Just throw that out.
It's carbolicious.
Yeah. And if you do work out a lot, they do seem like they're pretty strict to that 2,000 calorie diet thing. You don't really get a lot of food.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I did it. I made it. I survived. I made it out, and I'm never going back. I'm going down fucking Thelma and Louise style next time.
We can only hope.
No, next time it's Thelma and Louise style. I'm high speed chasing into the goddamn Grand Canyon.
I still feel like you should have did DUI camp. You would have had a better time there. It would have been better, and you could have split it up. And
yeah, but I would have had to pay more money for it. I might as well go to the camp that I already paid for.
But it would have been so bad.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't have been as bad. But hey, man, I
didn't do it either, and I was like, that was a big regret of me.
Yeah,
but at least the 3 days I had in the police station was
it was cakewalk.
That was easy.
Yeah, and mine wasn't so bad when they all took that dude's pills and they passed out for a whole day. That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
But
I was sleeping like 12, 13, 14 hours a day.
Yeah.
And then reading books and then falling back. I was probably sleeping like 16 hours a day.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah, I got some good naps, and then they're towards the end. I think the place really started to get to me, and then I couldn't sleep, and then I'm just like pacing in my room because I can't do anything else. I can't sleep, and I can't lay down because it hurts and shit. Like, that was the biggest thing, is that it just breaks you down mentally, and that wasn't fun. But
yeah,
but I stayed strong, and I got out, and it's over with.
He's out, folks.
Yeah. What else? Let's change topics.
Yeah.
One thing I wanted to mention, which I probably could have done on the last episode, but we did the whole I was in San Diego thing, so we did kind of a shorter episode. It was more of a trial for doing things teleconference style. But I hit an anniversary with my beautiful wife. It's been 14 years now.
Bam.
Yeah, now since I've been locked up, she's now my baby mama. I got to refer to her as
baby mama.
But me and the baby mama have been together for 14 years now, so that one was cool.
Congratulations.
I didn't mention it on the last episode, so I figured I'd mention it now. Shout out to Sarah, love you.
God, we're that old.
Yeah. Fucking old as balls, dude. I think I mentioned this too. My high school 20-year anniversary thing's coming up. 20 fucking years I've been out of high school. Getting old and shit.
Might be next year.
Yeah. Which I want to know, do you still get, like, now that you're, pushing 40 and shit, you're on the upside of
Speak for yourself.
Huh? Yeah. Yeah. Yes. You can round up. You know what I mean? You can round up.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you meet people that are younger than you. Like, oh, man, you're old as fuck. But now, like, still, I talk to people that are older than me and like, oh, even it was yesterday at work. We were lifting something heavy, and the one dude's like, "How old are you?" I'm like, 38. And he's like, "Oh man, you're still young and you're still a baby." I'm like, "What the? Am I young or am I old? I don't fucking know. Or can you just not comment dumb shit like whenever I tell you how old I am? Like,
I don't think it happens till you hit your 40s.
yeah.
I think once you hit your 40s, then you're like, okay, you're in your 40s now.
Yeah, then everybody thinks you're old.
Yeah. So your 30s, it's like, you're still like, you can still do shit in your 30s.
Yeah.
Once you hit your 40s, your body just starts deteriorating, apparently.
Yeah, probably. I hope mine doesn't. I'm feeling good now that I'm like working out and shit.
Yeah.
Hopefully I can keep that going. Or else I'll turn 40 and I'll just get fat. Say fuck it.
Like I still do stuff, but like I'll start. Last time before my broken ribs, I was splitting wood outside, and I remember like after a little bit, I was like, my lower back's starting to really hurt.
Yeah.
I'm like, maybe I need to go see a chiropractor. But it's probably like, what's a chiropractor really going to do?
Nothing.
It's probably like, nah, you're just that old that eventually you just can't do shit.
Yeah. I was visiting a chiropractor once, and I think this guy was just out to get money. You know, I mean, obviously, that's their job. You're doing it to get paid, right?
Right.
But they brought me in. Every time it was only like a 15-minute thing. I never really got, like, you see these videos on TikTok and on the internet of like they lay you down and like they really just crunch your back and like, yeah, like that's what I wanted. And they're like, oh yeah, they gave this little clacker thing, put it on my spine, click 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 click. Didn't really pop a bunch of shit, and then hooked me up to these little electrodes. And then 15 minutes I was out, and they're like, yeah, I want to see you like 3 times a week for the next 6 months. I'm like, fuck that, no, I got a job. like,
yeah. I want the guy that's on TikTok that you go in one time and he's like, bop 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 bop. Puts that thing, or the Y strap they call it, and puts that around underneath your chin and like and pulls your whole spine out. I'm like, I want that. Where's that guy?
Yeah, take my spine out and wring it like a wet rag, dude. Yeah. Like, just let's do it.
And then be like, all right, but you still need some slight adjustments, so you should probably come back. But yeah, no, most of I think like, and maybe that's not healthy for. I have no idea. Maybe these chiropractors like, no. You need to slowly adjust it, not just force it all at one time. I get, but then again, maybe they're just trying to make their money.
Yeah, and that's the thing, though. I feel like with the slow adjustments, I know how to stretch. I can stretch on my own for the next, 3 days a week for the next 6 months. I can do that myself. You're not doing anything I can't do, so why the fuck should I come to you,
Well, you see these TikTok videos, and they're like, oh, this guy hasn't been able to, like, touch his toes for years, or, like, bend his neck, look side to side or something like that. Right. And then all of a sudden and now he can touch his toes, or they can bend their necks, and they feel, it's like, okay, so what is it? What is it really? Is it like, are these chiropractors all full of shit and they just want you to come back and get half your insurance money and you got to pay for half of it? Or if you have insurance.
Yeah. Hopefully you do.
I think it covers some visits. I don't know if it covers all.
Yeah.
And then you see these guys that do like one-time visit, and it's like, miracle.
Yeah.
Miracle.
Yeah. I want that miracle treatment. That's
what
I've
seen
wanted.
Some that's like more of a YouTube video. It's like, this guy came 5 times and they slowly fixed him.
Right.
But it was like, also, this guy's like, hunchbacked over, and they're like, oh, he's got like severe
spina bifida,
like some scoliosis or whatever, and they line it back up over time. That makes more sense.
Fixing that bifida back.
I'm not hunched over.
Yeah,
like just
fucking.
I want to hear it. I want to feel it.
Yeah, bring me out. Maybe some Deshaun Watson treatment. Hook a brother up with some of that, and then send me on my way. I don't want to come back every fucking 3 days a week. Fuck that.
Speaking of
Deshaun Watson,
are going to be our quarterback for the Browns.
Yeah,
suspended for 6 games.
Yeah, I saw that, and then I even saw like a news article now.
6
games.
6 games. Yeah.
And then it said the NFL is going to appeal that decision.
Yeah. So that's normal.
I don't understand. It wasn't an NFL that made that decision. They're like, no, let's appeal our own decision.
So they have. Don't quote me on this because I'm probably wrong.
Okay.
They have a board.
Yeah.
And the board makes the decision. It's kind of a like a like a jury board of like discipline board.
Yeah.
They have a discipline board. They pick what they're going to do.
Okay.
And then it's outside of the, like, it's hard to explain. The NFL respects their decision, but the NFL then can say, well, no. So it's a way for them to make themselves look better.
So it's like they have almost like they have an outside company.
Yes, they have a disciplinary company that comes up with the decision.
Yeah.
And then they can say, well, no, it's just a way for them to look better.
Right.
I mean,
like, well, we got to appeal what the board said just to make sure that they did all their due diligence and all this bullshit.
Yeah. Is he a skis bag? Yes.
Probably.
There was something came out like he would request a little towel over, like they normally put a sheet over the lower area, and then they move the sheet when they're doing like the legs and stuff. He would ask for like his inner thighs to get rubbed and stuff like that. Places where you would get more erections is what I read. Was he trying for it? Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. But did he get convicted of anything? No. Did he pay probably a lot of money to some people? Absolutely.
Right.
Is this a very great line of like, okay, these girls gave him handies?
Right.
But you can stop it. Like, how do you feel forced to do a handy?
Yeah, they could have said no. Like, I thought that was part of the thing. Like, if you ask and somebody says no, and then, did he, like, then force himself upon him? Apparently not, because,
I didn't do all my research on this, and so I shouldn't really be talking about it that much.
Yeah.
But I heard it was more like Instagram models and stuff too. It wasn't like professional massage therapists. Okay. So there's probably a mix of that going into it. But yeah, anyways, they will appeal it. They always do.
Yeah.
I think Big Ben, when he had all his stuff go through, Ben Roethlisberger for the Steelers, same thing. Anything that happens, I feel like they get sentenced and then and they might get a game or two knocked off of suspension. Right. Maybe. They'll probably keep it at 6. Not a big deal. That's why the Browns are paying him $1 million his first year. Yeah. And then the rest of his money comes after that.
Right.
So.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It is, like you said, it's kind of a weird gray area. It's like, it didn't seem like, from all the stories, it doesn't sound like he forced himself upon anybody.
Right. And I know,
which to me, that's wrong. But if I ask you for a hand job right now and you say no, I hope that you're not going to take legal action against me because I asked you for a hand job. Or even if you said yes and I got said hand job, I don't feel like that gives you the right to take legal action against me because I asked.
Well, but he's a famous NFL quarterback.
And
It's a position of power,
and
money, and like there's some things behind that, I guess, but. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know how I feel about it. They probably felt
more pressured and they felt like they were in a situation where they couldn't say no. And then that is kind of one of those gray areas where, like.
They're probably in a private room. They're probably not in like their studio or something. There's probably not a lot of people around. I don't know.
So, and I'm sure it was probably, it probably wasn't just like, hey, since you're massaging me, you want to go ahead and give me a hand job? And she's like, no, not really. Like. And then he's like, oh, okay, fine. And just dropped it. I'm sure that, he's probably like, oh, come on. Would look at it.
Look over at the coffee table, and there's like $1,000 sitting there.
I don't know. Yeah. There's probably a lot more of like that kind of weird skeeviness instead of just like, do you want to? No? Okay, fine. I'll drop it.
Like I say, I'm sure there's a lot more behind it. Like I said, I didn't do all my research on it or anything, so I don't want to talk too much about it. But it's in a way, it's just like, but how do you you didn't have to. I don't feel like if there was force in nature made, absolutely sue the shit out of this man.
Yeah,
get your money. But I don't.
Yeah, I guess
feel like there was a lot because he didn't. Charged criminally at all.
And I guess the lesson here is keep your sexual advances away from anything that's being done on a professional level, I guess,
Just go pay a hooker, man. She knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
Get it out of it.
But that's illegal, We want to do the legal things.
Take her out to dinner. A escort.
Take her out to dinner, show her a good time and earn that hand job,
Yeah. You're Deshaun Watson. You should be able to easily do that. But he also has a girlfriend too, so maybe that's
Yeah.
probably
I don't-
seen in public with people. Whatever. Too much.
Yeah.
We'll pass that up.
Next topic. All right, so next up to talk about, I got a few fun stories that I found on the old internets or just listening to other podcasts. I got to steal this one from the Bunker Boys.
Okay.
They were talking about there's a kid, I think it was in Russia, that was playing chess against a robot. It was a chess robot, right?
Chess robot.
And this kid apparently like moved too fast, or like he I think the one story I heard, he tried to realign his piece, and then the robot grabbed his finger because he wasn't supposed to be touching pieces. It grabbed his finger and it broke this kid's finger. So the robot uprising is starting. I wish this was more of a video clip, show where we could play it for you and shit. But we don't have that sort of function in our show. But check it out, Google it. There's videos online of this robot apparently breaking kid's finger.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
So the robot got pissed at him because he tried to realign his piece. And
Yeah.
snapped his finger.
Yeah. And I don't know if if a robot really knows its own strength, or if
Is it real?
Yeah. I heard it from two other sources. It's on the internet.
I mean, I believe you. I'm just,
it's a 7-year-old kid.
Also, this robot was playing like multiple people too.
Look there, it's got him. It's not letting go.
Cheater. Cheater.
And the other people got to come in and save him. Oh, shit. Yeah, it's got him good.
It just pinned him down. Did they put like anti-cheat device into this robot or what?
No, I don't know. Yeah, it's like how they program the AI that did it, Point. Got him.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, so, I mean, the AI is like the wave of the future, right? Artificial intelligence is taking over a bunch of shit. I heard these guys talking about apparently they think that in Hollywood now that they have artificial intelligence writing scripts and actually, I know there's websites right now where you can type in anything and artificial intelligence will create an image for you based off of keywords, and it gives you like a whole plethora, like at least 12 to 30 different images that you can choose from. So like you don't barely even need like graphic designers anymore and shit like that. You can have a computer or an artificial intelligence create all this shit for you. And they're saying like it could happen with like a lot of the deep fake shit where they put like images of faces over your face and you can pretend to be like The Rock or whatever.
Yeah.
And they're saying like they wouldn't be surprised if like a lot of media and a lot of movies and shit will just be all completely artificial intelligence, like branded, created, and like you don't even see the actors acting anymore. It's just made by a computer program. So that's a little fucked up, but yeah, apparently now they're programming robots to play chess, but they don't like it if you fuck around. They
go snatch you.
They'll grab
snatch
your
that finger like
and fucking break it. So that's a little scary. I still think robots are cool though. I want them doing all my shit.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's always going to be the wave of the future, and I mean, they'll be flipping burgers soon, and that'll be the start. Once they start flipping burgers, we're all in trouble. I'm telling you right now.
Well,
coming for our jobs, these robots.
They took our jobs. I will say to that though, you just get smarter. You be the guy that works on a robot. Then
exactly.
Being a guy that works in some automation and has maintenance jobs and backgrounds and shit like that. There's things that I can do that robots can't. I work on robots.
Until they make robots that can work on robots.
Somebody's still got to work on that robot.
But unless they have another robot that works on that, and they just work on each other.
Yeah, I mean, I guess somebody still has to make the first one,
Yeah,
but yeah, they're taking over. They're breaking kids' fingers.
We got to make the robots that work on the robots.
Yeah,
and then we got to make the robots that work on the worker robots.
Yeah,
and then it's an endless cycle.
We just have to be the first in line.
Yeah,
and not rely on flipping burgers. I don't know. I still don't feel like a robot can make a sandwich as good as I can.
Right. Take some. You can make it. Here's the thing. Here's the thing with cooking, and I don't think that like a lot of people will understand that within cooking there's always error.
Mm-hmm.
And you correcting the error sometimes makes it better.
Right.
Or makes it just right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, or it makes it terrible. But
yeah.
there's always a little bit of error. There's always a little bit of that feeling into it. Like there's always a little bit knowing into it. Where if it's like, oh, this dish is going to be exactly the same that every single time, which is obviously what restaurants strive for. That is great, but sometimes I feel like you want it a little worse sometimes when you go in.
Yeah.
So the next time you come in when it is better, like
you can appreciate it a lot better.
Your memory kicks in and you're like, oh, this is even better than the last time I had it, or this is not as good as the last time I had it, but it's still good. And then you go in the next time and you're like, oh, now it's amazing. Like, you know, it's just kind of.
And like, yeah, from the culinary aspect with robots, I guess like, yeah, Big Mac's going to fucking be a Big Mac.
Right.
You know, I could see robots working at McDonald's for sure, but I don't see them working at like, you know, the big Michelin star restaurants or even locally more home cooked from scratch restaurants where you could tell they put more of their soul into it, you know. And robots obviously don't have souls.
Yeah, but they'll scan the internet and find all the top dishes and then start like,
fuck, they
what's everybody Googling today?
Yeah.
Like, oh, butternut squash is hot. Oh, this is hot. Oh, I'm gonna put this dish together, and then all of a sudden you got like, it's gonna be like, oh shit.
yeah. It's like, man, that robot cooks way better than I do.
Yeah. I'm just gonna search mayonnaise 500 times a day, so it's
just constantly making mayonnaise
sandwiches. Like, this is terrible. This robot sucks.
Yeah. That's even the dudes that I was listening to. It was on. It's like 3 degrees of podcasts, right? Without getting too far into it, they have a podcast where apparently they have an artificial intelligence come up with topics for the show. Like the AI is the director of the show, and I was thinking that'd be kind of cool if we could figure out like, oh, we run out of things to say, like, oh, we hit it, and I click a button. It's like, hey, what's your favorite color? And obviously, maybe something a little cooler than what's our favorite color.
Orange.
Yeah, blue. Next topic, you know. But that was interesting to me that they have an artificial intelligence kind of producing, like running or directing the show.
Right. Yeah, that's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
We could try an episode like that where we could find some program like that just randomly brings up topics, and then we just like commit to that topic and talk as long as we can on that topic, and then okay, we're done with that topic. Next topic.
Yeah. What's up next, robot?
So maybe we'll have an AI topic show.
That'd be kind of fun. I just need to figure out what program does that.
Yeah.
And hopefully it's free because I don't want to spend money.
I'd rather have a fans sending in topic show, but you guys are assholes. So
let's get real intelligence. Real intelligence. What else? Oh, there's a fun story of a dude got a very similar predicament as me. He got a DUI. His was a little different, though. It was on a motorized cart inside a Walmart.
Nice.
Yeah, I didn't even realize like you get a DUI for that.
Oh, you get a DUI on a lawnmower. You can get a DUI on a bicycle, I think.
Yeah, I just figured it had to be more like on public roads or like I figured since that's private property. But he got, and it says that he had a bottle of whiskey, or no, an open bottle of Smirnoff vodka inside his backpack in the basket of the scooter. So he got open container, disorderly conduct, DUI, and what else? Possession of an open container. Yeah.
That is actually surprising if he was on private property, but maybe it was on private property. I don't know.
Yeah, it was inside the Walmart.
Or they pressed charges against him. I don't know.
Ran in the shelves and nearly mowed down customers.
He was having himself a damn good time.
He had glassy eyes, smelled like alcohol, and refused to take a breathalyzer test, police said. So, and of course, straight out of, yeah, that's the mugshot.
Yes. He was on one of them little scooters.
Yeah. Guess which state?
Florida.
Yep.
Yeah.
Straight out of Florida.
Straight out of Florida.
Yeah. The Florida man, you know.
If anybody goes, guess which state? You immediately go to Florida.
Yeah. I actually did it. I read something interesting about why all the weird cases you hear is of Florida man or always Florida. They have what's called a sunshine law where like their records are more public than anybody else's. So it seems like the stories, they have more access to the stories. So that's why it's easier. It's easier for the content because it's more out there. So
I feel like Florida as a state put that out just to make themselves look better. I just feel like there's a bunch of crazy people who are like, I want to go live in Florida because it's nice all the time.
Right. And then, yeah, you got a lot of crazy people down there. But, yeah, I thought that was funny. So, yeah, there's this mugshot. If I remember, I'll put it up for those watching. It's pretty funny. What else do I got here? Oh, there's a soccer player that apparently the internet's talking about. His first name is Jizz. Dude's name is Jizz Hornkamp. And, just thinking like of all the things you could say, like if you're the sports broadcaster, it's like, oh man, the offense is having a hard time with the jizz all over the place. he's really sticking to him.
What country is he from?
Hold on, let's see here. He's a Dutch professional footballer.
So he's jizz. No, wait. How you say that? Wait, read that whole title. Please.
Internet loses its mind as soccer player Jizz Hornkamp pumps in 4 goals. He pumps them in. Yeah, it's I want to see if there's. I'm sure there's videos of the broadcasters.
His name can't be just Jizz. It's got to be like Jazz or Jules or Jazz or Jazz.
Well, and I'm sure in Holland, they don't. Jizz isn't like a term for semen over there, so
right.
So there's like, we're gonna name our kid Jizz.
It's Jizz, so it's probably like Yaz.
Yeah,
he's probably Yaz.
But I could just imagine all the comment, the commentators being like, oh, it's hard for him to do anything with his balls with jizz all in his face.
Jizz is pumping in them goals.
And now we got jizz coming on strong. I thought that was funny. And then, cancel culture's at it again. Apparently, Lizzo and Beyonce both they changed some lyrics to their songs because people were offended by them using the term spaz in their rap lyrics, which
what's wrong with spaz?
It's apparently a slur of the ableists use.
To what?
The ableists. We're ableists because we are not handy capable. We are able, right?
Okay.
But it's a slur against anybody. What I forget what
anybody that has spasms.
I guess I don't know. I have
muscle spasms all the time.
Yeah. But okay, so that's somebody with cerebral palsy is a little classified as spastic. They have spastic diplegia, and so saying spaz is like a derogatory term towards anybody with spastic diplegia.
Oh my goodness.
What
a reach.
Well, yeah, and I just think it's so crazy that we still have rap lyrics out there with like the N-word in it. Like all these words that are way worse.
What a reach.
Yeah.
But all right, okay.
And then we wonder why there's things like AI creating songs and shit for us now. Like I can't wait to start till our music is so bland and dumb and boring that a computer's like, well, I can't say any of these cool words, so let's just make it user-friendly for everybody.
Yeah, I mean, they could probably say fuck in that song, but can't say spaz.
Yeah.
Because,
yeah, and Lizzo's whole thing is she's like a bigger lady, so she's like, I'm thick and I suck dick, but like she can't say spaz. She's not allowed to spaz out on the dick. But she's allowed to be hungry for the dick because she's fat, so.
Oh, it makes my mind hurt sometimes.
Yeah, I know. I don't get it. But
makes my mind hurt. People could be, they just want attention, or they want money, or they want something else. They want recognition. They don't care about anything else.
Yeah. I don't really. I have a feeling that getting Lizzo to not say the word spaz is really moving strides for.
I'm not sure how that was used in the song, but I'm pretty sure if you listen to that song and you're like, I really like the song, but I hate that you say spaz in it.
Yeah.
One, you're already listening to shitty music.
Yeah.
Two, that's fucked up.
Right.
This is not even close. It's not even close.
Yeah. Lizzo's song "Girls" spelled GRRRRLS. That's cool. We can say that. It had the lyric "I'm a spaz," in it. So that's what they didn't like. She's not allowed to be a spaz.
Okay. Well, let's keep going.
Yeah.
Let's get back to proper English.
Yeah. Let's make all-inclusive everything and just completely take all the fun out of all the stuff. But that's all the fun topics I had, from jizz to spaz to DUIs and robots breaking fingers.
Robots taking over the world.
Yeah.
Bum, bum, bum.
What do you got? You got anything fun you want to talk about this week?
Oh, man, everything's just been a whirlwind the last couple of weeks. I don't know. Let me think if anything crazy's happened. Besides almost getting T-boned a couple times.
Yeah.
And people pulling out in front of me. And that's just a normal week for me.
Dumb traffic people.
God, people are so silly.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I love? When you get to a roundabout in Ohio, because we have a few of them. We don't have a lot of them.
Right.
Why are people so dumb in roundabouts? How do they not figure it out? When you turn in the roundabout, you just keep going.
Right.
You don't stop for the guy trying to pull in. People will stop for the guy that's sitting there waiting for traffic to go, and then they let him in, and it's like, this is not how a roundabout. Wait, why are you stopping?
The person coming into the roundabout has a yield sign, so they have to yield to the traffic in the roundabout. But once you're in it, you're good to go. You have the right of way.
Or the people that will. Well, the other bad thing is the people that try to like come in while you're coming around.
Yeah,
they have no idea. They're like, I'm gonna make this right turn here, and they just start coming in. I'm like, what are you doing? Yeah. You just don't get to come in late.
It's not your turn. It's not your turn yet.
You're like, wait, I don't know how this works, and I'm like,
yeah.
Oh man. It's bad.
And roundabouts cause tornadoes.
Did
you ever hear that soundbite? There's some guy, I don't even know what it's from, but I've heard the soundbite. I like, and you know what accounts for the tornadoes is all the roundabouts, and it causes disturbance in the atmosphere. Like, that's a stretch.
I don't think England would be full of tornadoes then.
Yeah, well, maybe it's the media covering up the tornadoes to let you know that roundabouts are safe, but really it's the Illuminati trying to get more tornadoes by implanting more roundabouts.
Does England
have
tornadoes?
You got to have. Well, they don't report. They probably do. They just don't report it. They don't want you to know. They're hiding it from you.
I have no idea.
They're hiding it from you, man.
I've seen no devastating tornadoes.
You need to have more of a conspiracy theorist mind about things. It's never what it seems. Okay, you gotta be.
You're right.
You know why? Yeah, just. England doesn't have a lot of tornadoes. You never hear about them.
I'm going to stop tornadoes then.
Stop the roundabouts.
Yeah, what I'm going to do is drive my car so fast around them in the reverse direction.
In the opposite direction.
Stop.
To counter the roundabouts. Oh, that shit goes counterclockwise? I got to drive clockwise.
I'm going to get a 20,000-pound car so it can't pick me up.
Put some sails. Put some sails on the top of the Jag.
Easy. Tornado done.
Yeah, fuck that. We're gonna uprise against the tornadoes.
Yeah, F you tornadoes. You suck. You suck. Oh man, we're gonna cancel because we talked shit about tornadoes now.
Yeah.
Damn it.
And we're not bleeding hearts towards the spazzes. Oh well, fucking cancel us, go for it.
Anyways. Now, I got nothing else to add. Do you got anything else?
No, man. No.
But I will say I had myself a damn good time. Steve, did you have a damn good time?
I had a damn good time. It's been nice to be back in the studio and get to see your beautiful face again.
Back in the studio with the dudes.
Yeah.
We look forward to next week and keep pumping.
Keep checking us out. Keep clicking them buttons, all that fun stuff.
We'll
share us with your friends.
Spazzing episodes right out of here.
Yeah. Spaz out on our buttons. Spaz out in our comment section.
Oh, we're still getting canceled.
Go full on spaz on it.
All right, till next week.
Till next week. Love you.
Love you, bro.
Love you guys
Cheers
at home.
to your water.
Cheers.
To a damn good time.